All right, so good afternoon, everyone. So we are now discussing our fourth module about Ethernet cable. So in our today's discussion, we'll be discussing the following. Of course, a little introduction about Ethernet cable. What are the different categories? If you would remember last week, diniscuss ko na rin naman po sa inyo yung different types ng Ethernet cable along with the differences between them. And then ngayon, bibend din natin ng attention yung commonly used na mga Ethernet cables. And then we'll also be discussing how to wire. So yung ating first laboratory experiment, ginawa na po natin and will already submitted. We make use of the straight through connection. And then later yung ating pangalawang laboratory experiment naman, crossover naman yung gagawin natin na cable connection. And then of course, short reference about this lecture. So I'm showing to you now the Ethernet cable. The Ethernet cable is also referring to the following category. So yung common is category 5, category 5E, category 6, or more than those categories. Again, as I have said nung last time, depende po yon sa purpose, depende sa kailangan po natin na speed, at depende dun sa need ng organization na gagamit ng Ethernet cable. So, ito yung common na categories that we have. We have Cat 5, Cat 5E, Cat 6, Cat 6A. And then as you could see here, doon lang naman siya lagi nagbabary in terms of the data rate, the signal frequency, and the standard. So, makita natin dito may mga naka-Mbps and then naka-gigabit per second. And then usually yung signal frequency naman ay naka-megahertz. And then yung TIA or the EIA is basically a set of three telecommunication standards from the Telecommunications Industry Association. So just like lahat naman ng mga organizations kasi meron silang sineset na standard na para kahit different company or different industry gumamit nito so they could still use. Even in the software, di ba? Kaya nga may mga IEEE standards po tayo para in general applications, pwede nilang gamitin yung software na yon. So, ganun din sa kable. Para magamit po natin, regardless of our company or industry, meron po silang sineset na standard. Yung itsura po ng Ethernet cable na nakita na natin syempre, dinidiscuss lang natin kasi part ito ng ating lecture. It is composed of 4 pair twist wirings. Ayan, so meron tayong orange, green, blue, and then brown. And then yung common composition niya, syempre meron tayong conductor, yun yung kailangang idikit natin sa RJ45. Then meron tayong insulation and then we have the sheath na tinatalupan po natin kapag nagwa-wiring na po tayo. And then ito yung typical color coding ng ating Ethernet cable and along with the pin position ng ating RJ45. Again, for the pin 1 we have white orange, pin 2 orange, pin 3 white green, pin 4 blue, pin 5 white blue, pin 6 green, pin 7 white brown, and pin 8 brown. So you can use the order of rainbow colors to memorize the order of this wiring. So since I naman po ay online class, so hindi ko naman kailangan sa inyong ipadrawing yung mga um, color coding. At ang pinaka-effective na way to do that is yun nga, yung actual na pinerform natin yung laboratory. Kaya nagawa na naman natin yun for the first laboratory and gagawin pa natin for the second lab. And then, ano ba yung usage ng mga pins na ito? Bakit kailangan na ganun yung positioning nila? So, kailangan natin consider nasaan yung transmission, nasaan yung receive. So, yung common pins na important natin dyan is yung pin 1 at pin 2 for the transmission, and then pin 3 and pin 6 for the receive. So we can use the concept to justify the order of the wiring colors of straight through and of course the crossover. So doon yung nagdidepende kung saan mo i-connect yung other end ng Ethernet cable and to the other end. So this is how you wire na nagawa na natin, 'di ba? You prepare the materials and the tools. So meron kayong cable, then the RJ45 plugs along with the scissors and the crimping tools. And then gumamit din nga kayo ng tester, 'di ba? So what you did is you strip off suitable length of the cable sheet. So about 2 to 2.5 centimeter, and you mark the position first. And then you align the colored wires according to the specific order. So again, depende kung anong gagawin po natin. Straight through, crossover, meron pang isa, the rollover. Pero yung common na ginagamit natin is the straight through and the crossover cable connection. So again, ito yung straight through cable connection natin. All order of the wirings is basically the same as the other side. So mas madali po ito, hindi po tayo mako-confuse. Kasi kung ano yung sequence from pin 1 to pin 8, yun din naman yung sequence ng one side to the other side. So you just have to connect. And then, ito po yung itsura kapag nilagay natin siya into illustration. So web host A, yung isang end ng Ethernet cable, and host B, yun yung ating other end ng ating Ethernet cable. So naka-indicate dito yung pin, the usage, whether transmit or receive, and of course, the color code. Ayan. So, kita natin, direct yung connection, even yung pin 3 and 6, ganun din. Yan. Ngayon naman, this is actually related to our second laboratory experiment, which is also another way on how we connect Ethernet cable. So this time, we'll do the crossover connection. So in the crossover connection, we need to change the order of the transmission and the receiving wirings. Kaya nga dapat alam mo kung nasaan yung mga pins na yon. Kaya in-explain natin kanina, nasaan ba yung transmit, nasaan yung receive. So ito po yung ating illustration. Yan. So for the crossover connection, nakita nyo dito na may difference na yung host A sa host B. Yung pins 1 and 2, yung transmit, transmit plus, and transmit minus ay nakakonect naman doon sa ibang end ng ating host B. And then, ito yung ating pin connection for the host B. So we have here yung receive na RX plus and RX minus. Yan. So yung transmit, nakakonect naman siya, yung host B, transmit plus, transmit minus, yung pin 1 and pin 2 to the different pin ng ating host A, which is the receiving side. Yan. So, paano mo siya iwa-wire? Siyempre, ganun din. Ititrim mo lahat ng wires to the same length, same that you did with the straight-through connection. Insert mo yung wires into the RJ45 plug. You crimp the RJ45 plug with a crimping tool. Then you also verify the order of the wires, whether it is correct or not, and determine whether the wires are correctly connected. Depende kung ano yung cable connection that you would like to establish. Then, make sure that you make good contact with the metal contacts in the RJ45 plug. So, ito kita nyo medyo nabitin ng konti, kaya incorrect. And then, ito namang nasa right side. So, naipasok talaga yung ating wire doon sa ating metal contact. So, how to wire? Again, cut the cable into suitable length and repeat the below steps for the other side. And please be sure what kind of the cable you are wiring. Then you can do the testing. So these are some of the references. Again, do sa testing naman, meron na kayong ginamit na tester. So you can actually implement that as well for our next experiment. So ito yung ating sunod na experiment. Experiment number 2 or the laboratory experiment number 2, which is about crossover Ethernet cable connection. Basically, ang objective natin is same lang din naman doon sa straight-through cable connection natin. We justify the order of the wiring colors of the crossover Ethernet cable and successfully wire a crossover Ethernet cable for the LAN connection. Same materials that you're gonna use. So, you'll be needing 2.5 meter Ethernet cable. So, pwede pong Cat5e or other than this Ethernet cable. Just have to mention that in your document. Then you'll be needing again 2 RJ45 plugs, ruler or meter stick as optional, scissors, and then of course the crimping tool. Same procedure that you did last time. So you have to prepare the materials and the tools that you're gonna use. You have to strip off suitable length, again about 2 to 2.5 centimeter of the cable sheet, and you can mark the position first. And then you have to align the colored wires according to the specific order as shown below. So remember that for crossover connection, so you need to change the order of the transmission and the receiving wires. Katulad ng pinakita natin sa ating connection kanina in our discussion. So yun yung change natin, the position of the transmit and receive. So, kita natin siya on the color coding as well. So, ito po yun. So, kita natin yung ating orange na arrow from pin 1, pin 2. So, doon na siya sa, nakakonect na siya sa pin 3 and pin 6 ng ating host B. And then, yung host A naman na pin 3 and pin 6, nakakonect naman po siya doon sa ating pin 1 and pin 2. Kaya, tinorm siya as crossover. And of course, the rest is just the same. No changes at all. So you have to trim all the wires to the same length. Again, insert the wires into the RJ45 plug. So same screenshots that you did as well for the first laboratory experiment, yun din yung gagawin po natin. Crimp the RJ45 plug with a crimping tool. And then you have to verify the order of the wires, whether it is correct and all the wires are correctly making good contact with the metal contacts in the RJ45 plug. And then cut the cable into suitable length and repeat the steps for the other side. And you could actually note the kind of the cable you are wiring. In this case, crossover connection. Then of course, you have to test the connection similar to what you did and take the necessary screenshot. Then, provide ka ulit ng iyong result and observation. What were your observations? What were your impressions of the activity? Based from the experiment that you performed, what were the results? How can you interpret these results? And you can provide a summary of the results as well. For the conclusion, based again from the experiment, what were the things you knew? Ano na yung alam mo before and then na-verify mo? What were the conclusions that you could draw? And elaborative detailed explanation of theories involved which you deem to be most important.